You want to know what's tricky about disappointment? Disappointment is an open door for the enemy to lie to you. And a lot of times I feel like we don't even realize when we're being disappointed until after the fact, when we feel numb and hopeless about a certain thing in our life. Because disappointment is an open door for the enemy to take you down a path to make you feel hopeless in that area. And this weekend, I was watching a show. Friendly reminder that shows can spark disappointment because they can highlight areas in your life that maybe you aren't seeing, or maybe areas that you have lack, or you're seeing things that you so badly want in your life, or things that maybe you never had. And so this whole weekend I was binge watching this show, and all day today I did not feel like myself. And all weekend I've been by myself. Isolation is the devil's playground. And mind you, I love being by myself. I actually thrive being alone, but there's certain times when I know it's not good anymore, especially when I'm in a mood of disappointment. And so watching this show, there were a few different scenarios in the show that I remember now watching it, thinking about moments in my life. Even though I wasn't consciously aware of the disappointment in the middle of the show, I was still very much being disappointed in my life because I was comparing what I was seeing to my life. And so another layer of this is because I was alone almost all weekend. The moment I was forced to be around someone, I noticed how off I felt, which then catapulted me into feeling why I felt off, which is the root issue of this off feeling. And then I started crying, called my stepmom, talked it out, and it all looped back to feeling disappointed about relationships in my life. And because disappointment had creeped in, I then agreed with certain lies that maybe it would always be this way. And when you feel hopeless in any area of your life, that's when depression can creep in. So I think there's a few really important things to note in this story. For one, how important it is to be around people when you're not feeling okay. Because it took my dad being around me finally at the end of the weekend for me to really realize how off I was. And then even after that interaction, I ended up leaving. And then I was able to really let out exactly how I was feeling, but I didn't necessarily have the words for it yet. So then that's when I felt like I needed to call my stepmom. But I hesitated. And it's so interesting how we hesitate to really talk about exactly what we're feeling. But talking it out was exactly what I needed because it helped me get to the root of what I was feeling. And then once I was able to, 1, feel it, talk it out and get to the root, 3, tell myself the truth. And then after I got off the phone with them, I felt 1,000,000 times better and was able to create a game plan. So my heart in sharing this is that 1, disappointment is so easy to creep in. And 2, it's so easy to get rid of it. Talk to someone about it, someone you can trust, someone that you know will tell you the truth. And of course, let God tell you the truth. Because disappointment is sneaky and the devil is a liar.